and I suspected the kids of breaking something or stealing something. And so I said, I'm a big fan of Law and Order. I'm obsessed with it. Who asked me about a dream job? I want to be in Law and Order SVU. So I said, I want to do this like Mariska Hargitay. So I told the director, we're good friends, and I said, can you set it up like an interrogation scene in the SVU? So they redid the lighting, and they put up a table. Yeah, they put up a table and they did the lighting so it looked like a prison cell. And so I don't know what they had in mind originally to do in the scene, but I was like, that's what I want to do. And so I would bring the kids in, and I would, in this scene, if you watch it, it's pretty funny. In this scene, I would be like Mariska Hargitay / Vincent D'Onofrio in the Criminal Intent one. And Mariska Hargitay's character, Detective Benson, Olivia, she always goes, so anyway, you think you might have been there at around 8 o'clock? Where is the money? So I would never tell where I would go to the kids. But the director was kind of in on it. So I'd just sneak around the kids, and then I'd get really close into their ear. I'd walk really slowly around so they didn't really know where I was coming from. And the director knew, but it's 4 cameras set up. So you'll get 1 camera, and the camera guys all knew. And so I'd walk around and I'd be like, why'd you do it? And then I'd smash my hand on the table and scream at them. And I'd try to get as close as possible to their faces, which is incredibly uncomfortable. And you could see in the scene, Kelly, who played Bree, actually all 3 of them, and TJ, they were like breaking. So they could barely get any takes. I think we went 2 hours overtime because they broke every single time. Because I was just messing with them the entire day. So if you look closely, they're like, and at the very end they'll do it and then they cut really quick. So take a look at that episode if you can. It's pretty funny. And the one in the elevator with Leo, Dooley. We were trapped in an elevator together. I love that kid. He's a man now, but yeah, I would just, during the scene, I would just get closer and closer and closer to him. Like almost sitting on his lap. And he'd be like this because we were trapped in the elevator. I loved it. And then they had me do crazy stuff. I had to wear harnesses and be in it. Oh my God. They put me through it. Every week I'd read the script on Monday morning and be like, Jesus, what do I have to do? Because they'd throw me down a chimney, stuff like that. Yeah.
2 for you. A few random facts for you?
Yes?
Yeah, a few random facts about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Random facts?
Yeah, that no one knows.
I don't know if I want to say that while you're videotaping me. Oh, that nobody knows. It's kind of personal. Nobody knows. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I really can't think of anything. Something that I haven't seen. What? Oh, fear was breaking my jaw. Being in a coffin.
Favorite beer?
Oh, beer. Stella Artois. Yeah, I can't think of anything right now.
All right.
What's the second question?
What horror movie character would you be?
Ooh. Well, I just did a horror film, which was fun. You mean like Chucky or something?
Yeah, one of them, like one of the icons.
Whatever makes the most money. A franchise movie. That's what it is. Somebody else? Yeah.
What's the most outrageous thing you've had to do for an acting?
Outrageous.
Like the craziest thing you've ever had to do?
Well, for one of those Jack in the Box commercials, I had to stand on top of a van that was suspended in the air like this. And then I was on there and screaming, and it was at an angle, and then I was at an angle, and there's nothing to hold on to. So we're supposed to be skydiving. So there were 2 professional skydivers. They did their scenes separately to my right, but they were pros. And they were suspended. But I had to do all my scenes by myself and just scream. So I get up on a ladder, and then I had a harness on. And then, thank God I knew the guy that was rigging it. The harness was just a safety harness. And it was in case I was gonna die. He would jerk the rope and pull me up, so I didn't fall flat on my face onto the concrete. So it was like 15 feet in the air, but at an angle like this. And I was standing like this with nothing to hang on to, with my legs spread apart. And we shot it out in Santa Clarita, which is like outside of the city of LA. And it's like kind of windy there. But that day, we had intense winds. And I said to them, I said, I think they're gonna be like 50-mile-an-hour winds. And they're like, oh yeah, we heard that. I'm like, yeah. So they harness me up, which is very uncomfortable. You have somebody named Mr. Wang putting you in a harness, like up in your stuff. You're just like, no, that's hi. Anyway, which is also weird because you have to always ask people to help you to the bathroom. So I'm in the harness. He gets on a ladder and kind of jumps down. Then they go, bring in the fans. I'm like, what? What fans? And they brought this fan, and they're officially called big ass fans. Look it up. That's the name of the fans. They are this big. And they brought it and shot one here, and one here. And they said, all right, action. And they turned them on, and I was like, ah! And then the windstorm picked up. And I was like, I'm going to die for a Jack in the Box commercial. Is it worth it?
Well,
It was. It was nice.
because commercials pay more than most things.
Some do. Another question, please. Yeah.
How do you bring so much emotion into the characters that you voice act for? Like, do you feel how they feel type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, some people say method acting, which is where you draw on your emotions, but you get better at it, The people that don't are crappy actors, and they don't work. So, but I will say, when we do Naruto, we don't get the scripts beforehand. So I don't know what's going on. So you have to be very quick to access your emotions. Then the director will say, okay, I don't know if you remember, but we were, in the Hidden Leaf Village, and, this strange kid came up to you, gave you a message, because you might have not done it for a week, and you pick up somewhere. So you have to be a very good reader. It's really hard to do animation, but especially dubbing because you're matching lip flaps. If you're dyslexic or have a reading disorder, it's really hard. I don't know if people who are dyslexic can really do dubbing. Because you look at the scene a little bit, they play it for you, the original Japanese, and then they take the and you look at your script, kind of look at, and then they take the Japanese out, the voices out, and they give you 3 beeps in your headphones, and where the imaginary 4th beep is where you start talking. So it's beep, 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 Rasengan! Somebody else? Yeah.
So Naruto, did they, since you were the lead character, did they have you voice first most of the time, and then the other voice actors come in and do their things, or?
It really depends. Not always. I think they used to try and get me first. For a while, like I said, I was on a lot of stuff. So, we were just doing it whenever I could get there. Or if you go away or something. At one point I was in New York doing the show in Chicago. No, sometimes it's like, Yuri has done his part or whatever. He'll come and knock out a bunch of episodes. So, and the thing is, I don't see the shows till you guys see the shows. And then some of the shows I haven't seen in a long time because they don't give me the box sets. So I'm like, well, I'm not paying for them. So, it's funny, I've never seen the Boruto movie. I've only seen what I did because I don't have the movie. But, yeah. Way in the back, purple.
What was one of the favorite movies that you made in Naruto?
Say, I can't hear.
What was one of your favorite movies that you made in Naruto?
Favorite noise? You guys, Watch Naruto and listen to this. Every time he gets up, like, who does that? There's a lot of this. I don't know. When I was in Japan, I didn't hear people do this all the time, but they do it constantly in Naruto. If I had a nickel for every time I did that, I would buy a jet. Like, I have done this sound, I don't know, 14 million times. So if I do it in real life at the table, stop me. Call a doctor. Somebody who hasn't asked a question. Yes, you.
Do you think it was weird how it used to be a ninja show and now they're fighting aliens on the moon?
They're fighting aliens?
Yeah.
Who's fighting aliens?
So Naruto, the last movie. They're
Oh, that, yeah. I was like, I don't remember recording that in the series. I don't know. I mean, why, you know, in one movie they have like trains and stuff, but they don't have phones. You know what I mean? It's like, if you can fly, why are you going to take a stupid train? Yeah. In the Boruto series too, I'm like, why is there all that paper but a computer? You know what I mean? I'm like, do they have phones now? What happened? It's kind of funny. Yep.
What's it like recording for all the different video games, such as Naruto?
What's it like recording for all the different video games?
Yeah,
Rasengan! 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 Do that for 3 hours. And check yourself into a unit. I drink. It's grueling. And you're not looking at anything. You're just like in a room and there's nothing on the monitor. It's a dark, dark room where you scream alone for hours. And here's what I do. How much money is it? How much money is it? How much money is it? Okay. Because after doing 43 video games, I say the same thing in every video game. Like, don't you have this shit somewhere on a computer? Take that shit and put it on that game. Make me do that again. It's a nightmare.
Which by doing that, how many times do you think you had to memorize? You don't even need a script.
Yeah, but they time it all. So you also have to say it like in 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 7 seconds, 12 seconds. So then they go back and listen every once in a while and they're like, oh, you have to do it again. Because you were 7 seconds, not 6 seconds. Yeah, the one video game I did, I don't even know if it's out, I have no idea. It was made in Canada. It was an original one, not done in Japan. And they're probably still making it. I did 12,000 lines. Yeah. Now, some of the lines are this. But, you know, some of them are lines. And that had some new stuff in it, which was good. But it took me, so on our contract we can do 4 hours, but I can't do 4 hours of screaming in the character. And so I do 3 hours. But at 2 hours and 40 minutes, I could tell you exactly when it is without looking at my thing. I'm like, it must be 2 hours and 40. Because I start to get really vocally fatigued. So I do them every other day if I can. So sometimes like the people come down from Viz, from San Francisco, and then, you know, from Canada that are doing the game. So they want you to do it in a week, but I'm like, I'll do it every other day. Like I was at Mary Elizabeth's concert last night, which was amazing. And like, I don't ever scream at a concert or a baseball game or whatever. But that 12,000 line game thing took me like 2 weeks and at least 6 sessions of 3 hours each. So yeah, that was a big one. Then I did one the other day that isn't out yet. Spoiler. And it was like half an hour. Because I don't have that much to do with it. Somebody who has not asked a question, we got to wrap it up pretty soon, I think, right? Somebody? Question? Yeah.
You're just talking about in video games having to do something in 6 seconds, 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you have like a really good just internal timer? Can you just do that, or do you?
No, I'll do like 10 lines in a row, and then they listen to it in the booth, and they time it. So you do like 10 lines, and then they play it back and time it. It's a fairly pedestrian process, you know. But yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of a hard job. I have a lot of respect for. There are a lot of actors that do motion capture too. I never have, but so they're acting everything. They're doing everything in the crazy suits with lights on them and stuff. Somebody else? Yeah.
How did you feel when Naruto lost his first kiss to Sasuke?
Fantastic! Joy! I felt joy. Somebody else? Don't be shy. We only have a few more questions, yeah.
Actually, one thing is you're actually over by 4 minutes in the schedule.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, it's Sunday.
Anyway, my question is, how many sessions of like Naruto or Boruto do you do with sleep when they call you in?
He asked how many sessions I do when they call me in. Well, Boruto, I don't do that much in it. So the other day I did like 6 episodes because I only had a couple lines in each of them. Naruto, like sometimes I could do an episode or 2 in the 2 hours. I do 2 hours when I do the series. Or if it's a huge episode, I'll have to do 2 sessions, But I don't know, it depends. We have to wait for the writers to write it, and then they'll have a stack of stuff, and then they'll call me a lot for a while, and then not call me for a while. For a while, I didn't do it once for like almost a year, because it moved from Disney XD to Cartoon Network, and then it went away. So nobody was paying them to do it, so we kind of just didn't do it. We knew we were coming back, but we didn't know who was going to pay, or the studio didn't know who was going to pay for it. So, and then it came back, and then we had to do a lot at once. Yeah, but Boruto, I don't say that much, really. I haven't really seen much of Boruto either. I'm gonna try. Does anyone new have a question that hasn't asked a question? No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few for you.
Oh, I'm afraid of this guy.
What would you rather be?
What happened at your last doctor visit?
But what would you rather be? A star in the sky, the galaxy, or the moon?
Well, the galaxy is more powerful than all of them.
Yeah.
The galaxy.
And how about Star Wars character you would be?
I've never seen Star Wars.
Oh, wow.
I lived in Germany and on a base, and it didn't come. We would get all our movies later. So the original I saw The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
But I never saw Star Wars because it didn't come, and then we moved, and then it wasn't in theaters. So I've never seen it. Yeah, I have all these friends that work on it too. I'm like, oh, I guess it's good. I know, Darth Vader. I'm familiar with that. I did a promo for Lab Rats with all Star Wars characters when Disney bought the franchise or whatever. Yeah.
And what rock band would you be a part of if you could be?
Rock band would I be part of if I could be? The Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a great dancer. No, I'm kidding. I'll be the next Whitney Houston. I used to sing that in karaoke. Now I just sing Blondie because my voice is so trashed. All right, we're gonna do 2 questions and then I'm gonna split because someone else has the room. So 2 questions. Make them good. Yes, you.
What is the most ridiculous thing that you've ever done for an audition? Like that you've had to do for an audition?
The most ridiculous thing I've had to do for an audition? Oh, you have no idea. Being an actor in LA is so humiliating. Well, the first on-camera audition I went to in Los Angeles, they called me and said, wear a bathing suit and a robe. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I had to take off the robe and be rescued by a German model who had to lift me up. Awkward. I mean, I was like 30 pounds lighter, but I was, you know, not 98 pounds. I was like, ah! I was like, good luck, sir. Viel Glück. Auf Wiedersehen. I think I looked horrible, so I didn't get the part. I was incredibly embarrassed. What else have I had to do? You know, anytime you have to dance, it's weird. Because it's just weird. I mean, I've had to do more humiliating things on camera than in auditions. Like I did, what's the name of it? Weeds. I did Weeds. And I had to audition for the creator of Weeds and the director. And the scene was with the lead, Mary Louise Parker. And it was in a sauna. So I auditioned, they liked me, and then we go to the set. Now, this is a studio, right? So there are 100 people on the crew, and they put me in a towel that was hemmed kind of short and like stuck on my body from here to here. And then I was sitting in this, they built a sauna, right? And it's in the middle of the soundstage. There's another set over there that was like the house where they lived or something. So I'm sitting outside waiting for them to light it so I can get in the sauna with Mary Louise Parker. And as I'm sitting there, I'm in a chair, you know, one of those high chairs that says cast on it. And I'm sitting there and they gave a tour to these guys because the next several episodes, one of the guys started working in a modeling agency. So they were giving a tour to these Swedish models. Then there were like 8 of them or something, men. And they were all like 6'5", beautiful. And they're like, let's watch some stuff. So they all were around me watching the scene that was happening. And I'm in a towel sitting there. So finally I kind of got someone's attention, and I didn't want to really move. You don't want to walk around in a towel in front of 150 people. So I was like, can you move my chair somewhere private? Because it was really awkward. And then I had to shoot the scene in the sauna with her. So